Welcome back, my Mgtow brothers. My name is Darius. Today I'm going to be talking about men laughing at Mgtow. Now, today I was over at a friend's house. We were talking, having a good time, and one of his buddies happened to come over. We started talking about relationships, and I decided to bring up Mgtow. Now, let me get you guys to understand something. When I brought up this term Mgtow between the two guys I was talking to, they didn't have a clue on what I was talking about. Okay? They didn't have a clue on what I was talking about. All right? So I then began to explain to them what the definition of Mgtow was. Men going their own way. And they laughed at me. They literally laughed at me. And I asked them, why are you guys laughing? And they said, are you seriously telling me there's a movement out there called men going their own way? I said, without a doubt. And at that moment, I pulled out my cell phone and I typed in Mgtow in the search bar of YouTube. And when I did that, of course, tons of videos came up. And yet they were still unconvinced about the philosophy of Mgtow. Little to say, about 10 minutes into that conversation, I had their full attention. I talked about topics such as hypergamy. I touched on topics such as she could never love you. I touched on topics on simps. I talked on topics of the three things that women look for in men, the 3 6s. And I also talked about some other things as well. Now, like I said, about 10 minutes in the conversation, I must say, I had their full attention on Mgtow. I made this video to say this. There are still a lot of men out there who simply are just uneducated about the philosophy of Mgtow, okay? They seem to not understand that us men have put together and built a community of strong foundation for young men to come into and learn everything they need to learn about how to be a man and how to protect themselves from female nature. So I just want to briefly check in and tell you that men are laughing at Mgtow. Well, they won't be laughing for very long. Okay? This just shows me that we just haven't gone quite far enough yet, because these were some actually pretty decent young men. And at the end, they got the Mgtow message, and they're going to be watching videos. Thank you guys for watching.